cars, but I'm sure that that doesn't show up on that little section right there.
Yeah. You have any thoughts on that, Russ? Yeah. None?
So it'd be nice to at least station a truck there to warn people that are.
Another crew member to take on the garbage.
So if people are interested in that, we have one open position?
Yes.
Together. Still, after that change in January, there is still no action taken by the town.
Our ability to respond, literally one of our two most essential emergency services, and we shall, and we will. That's the reason why we haven't returned them. What I would suggest to council is that to absorb them. And anybody have any other questions?
Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Any other items?
Street, published in our paper, we're out to final payment on them. 71 construction for completed project. Right? Yep.
Contingency for a 1-year warranty.
1-year warranty. My backyard's not finished. They just finished one part of my fence, if you will. The chain link is a mess. I called Randy. Randy told me to call Mike. I'm not the customer. I mean, just like it's been stated, it is a mess. They person up the street, they had their backyard done, sodded, and they left the road base with the big rocks still underneath all the sod. I don't want it done at my place. I had a nice yard before they drove through there. The wood fence, you can push on the fence and it sways back and forth in the concrete. Nothing was tamped. It's a pretty dog right underneath it. They said they're going to backfill it and whatever or not. Then the guy proceeded to tell me that 71 Construction told them to do the minimum amount of work because they're already in the rear.
Mr. Hurd in the newspaper were quoted saying he gave only 3 days notice. Within 1 hour of Tim Hurd being sworn in, he instructed acting chief he did pertaination primarily against my husband to streamline response to emergencies. I could go on and on about the...
Okay, so here's the login for Justice. By using the system, you are accessing a restricted information system. And so secondly, we could not consider it. Secondly, we could consider it with a limit, knowing that if, for instance, it was a $250,000 grant, we're on the hook for 25% of that. The grant can be up to $500,000, so that would be a pretty big hit to us, and it's an out-of-budget thing, and we have to modify our budget to do that. Or thirdly, the max to this board, but all the circumstances that have happened, over the.
No, that's okay.
I believe that Chief Hurd brought this to.
Speak on that I do not believe that is. After Chief Hurd left is when I was aware that the grant was even available, and that's why it was presented late like that.
You got put in an interesting position.
Yeah.
Yes. and so it's a little bit of a stretch, absolutely a stretch for them.
The majority of the bid had to do with probably like after 6 p.m.
Basically allowing you into like a safe room if they needed to come in.
Right.
And then
They needed, and he approves of what's going on. I submitted the same information that you have there. If you can get the town to tell you that we can ride on the insurance that the mayor and I had already talked about, that
somewhat of a town has a vested interest in this event. So, and if we have any issues, given these circumstances, I have a way to help us with this in case it's not as simple as it looks.
nothing has changed for 15 years.
No, I know.
What's that?
Except the 5K run.
Except the 5K
Yeah,
run.
which is not part of our permit, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said from 4th to 1st, that this says 4th to 2nd.
It goes to second.
Yeah, I just clarifying the language.
I'm sorry, did I say 4th to 1st?
Well, it's kind of.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, I'm kind of.
Yeah, because I know what it's like trying to turn around at First.
Yeah, no, we don't.
It don't work
We're going to
well.
stop you at 2nd Street, so you're going to have to turn left.
Yeah,
I know.
for sure.